What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 4 of SealSoccer.com's News and Rumors Report. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Nate Enthusiasm.
And today we have three main huge topics.
Yep.
Huge topics. It's been a slow week.
Yeah.
That we want to talk about. We're going to talk about Stoke City and if they're now the potential breeding ground for U.S. youth, which they aren't, but we might be. You never know.
Yeah.
Clint Dempsey's move to the Sounders. And we have our red card of the week, which we are actually undecided about. We have two.
It's up in the air.
2, potentially 3 once Nate looks at the FIFA World Rankings. So,
I need to look at that. Okay.
Yeah, but first we're going to start off with some site. We're still trying to do our Fantasy Premier League. Actually, we have a lot of people in there. So join. There's no deadline, but you kind of want to join before the start of the league just so you can maximize your amount of points. So as always, that'll be in the description below the code to join our Premier League, Fantasy Premier League. And
I still need to join.
Again, follow our partners at today's football news, at today's footy news. They'll be in the description below. And we didn't really have that much of a conversation going. I've been busy. The Twitter's been kind of dead. It's just been busy. It's not a big week. So, but I will try to get some shout-outs, scroll on screen like last time. If you did reply to any of us.
Have they?
Some people did. Just some stuff. Yeah,
okay.
But... yeah, so as a site news, it's been a slow week for site news, for football news in general. Yeah, let's get into our real news.
All right, Stoke City. For those of you who don't know him, a lot of people may not know him outside of the U.S. Juan Agudelo.
Wait. Most people don't know him in the U.S. either. So.
Why you gotta do him like that?
Because he's played for like 15 teams in the MLS, but no one knows who he is.
Juan Agudelo, or Swagudelo as we call him, has prepared a transfer to Stoke City in January, playing along with Brett Shea, Jeff Cameron, and Maurice Adu. So that's
let's just
4 players.
We're not saying playing along, because he might not even play.
Brett
Shea might not even play.
Yeah, that's
which
true.
Makes no sense to me. But Agudelo, my first question on here was, do you think he will play? Maybe. It's really, I don't see him playing. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, maybe.
I see
maybe they're just like, oh, he's fast. Finally, we got someone fast.
Well, I see him maybe about from January to May, 5 caps altogether.
Yeah, unless Stoke City's just like out of it. And they're just like, whatever.
They're just mid-table. They're mid-table at best.
There's no push for the top middle of the table, and they're in like.
If somehow they're FA Cup or something
against
like
relegation like last season, he's not going to play.
Oh, no.
But if they're in the middle of the table and it's kind of just like, just throw him in for that game against Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Like in the 50th minute, throw him in.
He's not going to start at all this season. Unless if so many injuries happen to.
Which brings us to something. Why would they bring him in? Like, do they see something in him? Maybe. Because, he's not a bad player. I just think that he just doesn't have the skill set most people want in a forward these days. Mm-hmm. He's not that big.
No,
he's fast, but he's not technical while being fast.
My thing on Juan Agudelo is his inconsistency level is.
So, like I said, why would they bring him in? Maybe they see something in him. Maybe they're thinking like the giant Crouch is
the giant Crouch.
Peter Crouch.
Oh, Peter Crouch. Oh,
maybe he's getting old up there. He is.
He's like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, eventually you need to have another striker lined up. Maybe I think it's Agudelo. He'll probably not be there at the end of next season. After the end of next transfer window, he probably won't be there. Not this one, but the summer.
They can probably send him on loan to a championship team. I can see that happening.
They might become a championship team.
Stoke City.
That is the transfer from Tottenham Hotspur of not Gareth Bale, Clint Dempsey.
Not for 90 million euros.
Not 90 million, but he's getting paid a lot of money to be there. Mm-hmm. It's like $6 million a year to be there, or something like that. Like, it's crazy for MLS money. But with Dempsey, it was rumored he was going to Sounders. Mm-hmm. I thought those were like false. I was like, oh, they're just saying.
I remember you told me that.
I thought, there's no way he goes there.
Right.
Like, he must play for a Champions League team.
Exactly.
And then I saw on Twitter that MLS tweeted out, watch the Sounders pregame show for a special announcement. I was like, oh my God, this is it. And I watched it, and it showed him, and they played something similar to this.
Game took hold like the roots of a tree. Think soccer ain't a sport, then why Nike sign me? Cause I got on my job and made the game ferocious. I was born with the drive, I got that from no coaches. Big Hulk and Deuce, spitting truth in the booth. Stop, drop, and roll, I brings down the roof. Got nothing to lose and everything to prove. Don't change the move, cause we done paid our dues. Better give way for the USA. Now we're hot, you might think we're sun ray. In over your head, Southside, deep bed. This is life and I'm grinding till I'm dead. Think the DJ Scoop, this ain't Friday Night Lights, but I got the infrared, yeah. And you already know, Baker's on the shoot, you how to get the deal and Big Hulk came through. Everybody out your seat, bob your head for this. Real recognize real. We will spread for this. Don't tread on this.
Yeah.
So, yes, Clint Dempsey unveiled as the newest member of the Seattle Sounders, taking DeAndre Yedlin's number 2. So, what do you think about Dempsey's transfer? Is it a good move for him, career-wise? Because I personally think it can be, but it also can be super detrimental to his, because he's what, 30?
He's 30 years old.
Okay. He still had maybe 1 to 2 years of development of still going up a little bit in his skill level.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the Sounders, I think if you want him to be our guy leading us into the I think the reason he was so good for the national team so far right now, for this season, is because even though he didn't get the playing time we thought he would get at Spurs, he was still playing for a level right above, one step up from Fulham.
Yeah.
And so it was helping him out. Now he's basically, if he does it right, he won't be going down like I think he will. But if he plays to the level of the competition in MLS, which is obviously not the Premier League competition level, he's not going to be, his career is going to start to go downhill. Because you can't.
For Clint Dempsey, because one, it just seems like he's not happy to be there.
When he was announced, he was just
I'm happy to be in Seattle.
I think they were upset that they used "Don't Tread" in that song. He's probably like, "Oh man, come on, I'm trying to forget that part of my life."
All right, he didn't seem like he was happy, and I can understand that because his ultimate dream was to play Champions League football. That's why he went to
something real quick.
What's up?
On the site, I'm gonna link it. I'm actually gonna link it this time. There's an article where there's Clint Dempsey giving up the dream.
Oh,
talking about that, kind of.
Who wrote that?
Not me.
Oh man, okay, I gotta read that.
Yeah, keep going.
Oh, all right. His ultimate dream was to play in Champions League football, whether it's group stage, round of 16, quarterfinal, whatever. And he never accomplished that. He reached Europa League final.
Yeah, with Fulham, which is a big accomplishment.
He aimed high, and he almost got there.
Perfectly fine to aim high.
Yeah.
You have to shoot for the stars.
He shot for the stars. He grazed the stars, and then he fell back down to MLS.
The notion of shoot for the stars, and if you fall, you land on the clouds. Did not work for Clint Dempsey.
Did it?
He shot for the stars. He landed back on Earth, where he started.
That's so horrible to put it, but it's so true. That's the thing.
See discussion, which I'm gonna let you go first on this.
Okay.
Do you think Dempsey's effect is going to be bigger on the MLS? Do you think it's going to be bigger overall than Beckham's was?
It's hard to say.
I wrote a whole essay on this. Look.
Oh Lord. Okay. I say yes and no, because when Beckham came to the MLS, MLS wasn't in turmoil, but he turned it around to make MLS what it is today, which is, trust me, a lot better than it was in 2006 or 2000, mid 2007. Now, as far as marketability, no.
No, of course.
Beckham's brand name is on right there with Jordan's brand name.
Yeah,
that's
in the sports elite. Mm-hmm. When you're talking about sports elite and it comes to marketing, there's Jordan. Then there's Beckham, and then there's everyone else.
Right, exactly.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
There's the names everyone knows in the world.
But not everyone knows Dempsey's name. Some people in Europe know Dempsey, know his name. A lot of people in U.S. know his name. Almost everybody.
Yeah.
But I think it will grow better when it comes to attendance, when it comes to quality. Yes, the quality of the league.
I'll give you quality.
Because
she's still in the...
Because when Beckham came, he played sparingly. for the first 3 years.
Yeah.
And we were just kind of like, hey, where are you? And it finally just took off in like 2010 where he started to really...
He looked like David Beckham of like AC Milan when he went on loan there. And he was just like, ball out.
Yeah. So it's great for the MLS. I think it's better than Beckham in terms of quality of the league, which is what we need most because we're expanding to 24 teams by 2020.
Yeah.
And
I have something to say about
it's growing. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of iffy about that. But
no, not that. I have something to say about that in this argument.
Oh, okay.
Conversation, not an argument.
But what was I getting at here?
Expansion.
Expanding to 24 teams in 2020. So the growth is already there, but the quality of play in the league, now that Dempsey's here, Donovan's here, you have, I know, kind of like it's like a retirement home, but I think as the years go by, it's going to become less and less like a retirement home.
I'll make some of your case for you. With Dempsey coming in the quote-unquote prime of his career, which it's not the prime anymore.
No, it's
the
not.
tail end of the prime.
It is.
It shows that you can still be good and come and maybe be good. It depends on how he is this season.
He's going to be.
But you never know because, you never know. But I assume he's going to be good. So it shows you can still come here and play and still be good and make your national team, which is a whole different story because he's not going to not make the national team.
Yeah, it's almost a gimme.
But, okay, here's what I have to say about Beckham and why I think Beckham overall, in the whole grand scheme of if you just take the two, is going to be a bigger – it was a bigger.
Okay.
First off is the expansion of the MLS. Before Beckham joined the league, there were 6 less teams.
Yeah.
In 07 to 2012, which is the time he spent here, it got 6 teams, right? Which was basically because of him. Because people paid attention. He, 4 stadiums were built, and 3 were renovated because of the money he brought to the league.
Exactly. The brand.
Yeah. And then even MLS, the commissioner, this is the quote I have, he said that there's not a soccer fan in the world that doesn't know MLS or the LA Galaxy. And that's in large part to Beckham, which is so true.
Yeah.
Beckham coming, I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't pay attention to any MLS before Beckham came.
Me neither.
And now I kind of like it. I mean, I'll watch an MLS game.
Like now?
Yeah, I'll watch one.
Yeah.
And here's my whole point. I'm reading this verbatim for what I wrote last night. That while Beckham's arrival in his prime is significant, the impact he will have on the league overall won't be as significant as, I put Dempsey, but I meant Beckham, which is why Beckham's move to the MLS is so much more important to the growth and global awareness of the league than anything Dempsey could ever do.
That's true.
The only way for his impact to be bigger than Beckham's would be if he brought the type of revenue in that Beckham did. And there's no way he would. Dempsey coming is good for the quality of the league, but right now, with how people perceive the league, is that we want to get it looking like, people want to pay attention to us. And the quality, there's quality. I just think there's no way his impact overall can ever be bigger than the Beckham impact. Because the Beckham impact just, from the second he set foot on the pitch, MLS was relevant.
It was.
If Dempsey would move now, say MLS was in the state that when Beckham came.
And Dempsey was playing like the way he was in Premier League.
Yeah, and it was just, and there was no Beckham, but the MLS was at the quality it is now, with the amount of teams it is now. But the awareness of Beckham wasn't there. If Dempsey coming, people would turn on the TV and be like, oh, Dempsey. But the continued interest, I don't think would be there. Because Okay, wait, here, I have a last point in this. Because as much as, like I said, Beckham's impact on the MLS is bigger, I think this is going to be good for the U.S. national team.
Oh, yeah.
A big impact because of Dempsey, which I said, Dempsey's impact on the U.S. MNT is different, though. With the move to MLS, he has shown you shouldn't be afraid to play in MLS if you are scared you won't get picked for your national team. Although the argument is somewhat invalid because Dempsey's a guaranteed starter on the national team, it's that you can come here and you still you'll get more playing time usually than the club you're coming from.
Right.
And people watch the league. Now that's different if your coach values the league. And maybe his quality.
Are you talking about the national team coach?
Yeah. Maybe if the quality, it's hard for us to judge right now if the quality effect for Dempsey will be there. Because maybe,
he hasn't even played the game yet.
Because maybe in 2 years we still have MLS teams. And we'll come back to this and be like, he didn't have any effect.
Right. But the thing is,
that's Dempsey versus Beckham. Let us know what you think. put hashtag Dempsey effect or hashtag Beckham effect for what you agree with.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you put in the we got 3 comments on last video. Hashtag Dempsey effect or hashtag the Beckham effect. And just let us know what you think. I mean, you can't really judge the Dempsey effect right now because we gotta wait to see if he has an effect. But I'm saying of the effect of when you heard he signed. Like, do you think?
What was your immediate reaction?
What was your reaction? Do you think was your reaction? Yeah. That's our Dempsey segment.
Yep.
And now
the red card of the week.
Where I don't know what it is.
I think it could be the pitch invader.
Okay, I'll talk about it because I heard it.
Yeah, go ahead because I saw it.
Okay, our red card of the week is Nate. Drumroll, please. Today on Sirius XM FC on my drive home, I was just listening, to Counterattack. And if you guys don't have Sirius XM FC, Counterattack is a soccer show. They talk about big things to have people call in, talk about stuff. So one of the big things was in the last night, as of today, it's Thursday, we're recording this, so as of Wednesday's International Champions Cup final, Real Madrid played Chelsea, whatever, Real Madrid won. That's not the story here. The story is there's a pitch invader. And by invader, I mean a dude ran on the pitch and just hugged Ronaldo. It was a good hug. Ronaldo hugged him back.
That's literally it.
It took security like 20 minutes to come get this dude.
Are you serious?
Like, they took forever to come get this guy. But whatever. Ronaldo was a good sport about it. Hugged him. Ronaldo's a good sport about it because, like everyone says, he just wants to be loved.
He does, yeah.
But, okay.
That's the difference.
So, on Counterattack, they were talking about it. And there's one thing that irked me. They were talking about we should not allow pitch invading, which is, of course, we shouldn't. That's endangering safeties of the players. But this dude did nothing wrong besides invading the pitch. He ran on, hugged Ronaldo.
It's not like he ran out with a knife.
They were talking about it's dangerous. It's blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. It is if the dude has bad intentions. This dude hugged him. He goes, well, this gentleman, or should I say psychopath? Okay, you're out of bounds real quick, buddy, because he's not a psychopath for wanting to hug his idol. Listen, if I had the opportunity to run out on the field and hug Bastian Schweinsteiger, I would run out there and hug him. Okay? I'm not a psychopath because I do that. I'm just a fan that had the opportunity to do it in a game that means nothing.
Right.
International Champions Cup, the team might have played
Did
like
they
it was
even have a trophy presentation?
Yeah, dude, oh my god, if you look up the trophy, it was ridiculously small. But
probably a cup of Guinness.
It was like this big. It was like Casillas holding it looked like a little kid that won his 3rd place trophy. But that's a red card of the week for a whole nother time. But yeah, I think that's just ridiculous to call him a psychopath. Now, different if you ran up and like pushed Ronaldo over, or like tried to punch him and Ronaldo with his quickness just sidestepped him, did like a roulette over him, like some step overs over the dude, and the guy's like, "What's happening?" But I think it's just ridiculous. Listen, there's a time to call people out for being crazy, and that's if
that's not one
of the times. If you're just the dude came on the pitch and hugged him. He's a psychopath. He's passionate.
I look at it like this. The guy who do you know the guy's name that was talking?
Oh, God, I can't remember it because they don't count.
Whatever his name was. He has the mentality of the pitch invasions you see in Mexico where they are throwing flares and all
trying
that.
To kill
this
people.
Is America. We don't, not us, but we don't give a crap about soccer here. That's the thing. So there have been pitch invasions all the time in MLS, especially within like the mid 2000s.
Like any coverage because no one cares.
No one cares
because you know why? Nothing bad is happening during those pitch invasions.
Nothing.
Maybe
it's usually
maybe where this dude's watching soccer, a pitch invasion, some dude runs up on the field and punches somebody. Yeah,
like the Brazil thing, or he got
ordered. Actually, yeah, made a good point. People here, when they're a pitch invasion, we don't care. We don't care about soccer. People set off flares. People make a big deal like in Europe. They set off flares in the stadium.
The only stadium that sets off flares is Chicago Fire, Section 8. That's the only team.
It makes sense in the Chicago Fire.
Yeah,
but yeah. So that's my red card of the week. Don't call someone a psychopath for a reason and not really have a reasoning.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, if you would punch Ronaldo,
that's a whole
tackle him, or like, if you thought you was intent running up was do something malicious. Yes, psychopath.
I just see it as
ignorance.
Yeah, ignorance. That's all it is, man.
It is. And so I will still listen to Counterattack. It's not like, I'm not going to listen to him because he said one stupid thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can't agree with it, and I can't Except that that's what we need to call this man that ran on the pitch. This gentleman, not this psychopath.
This gentleman only probably got a night in jail, bailed out for $500.
And he got to hug Ronaldo, and he like kissed his cleats or something. I don't, you know.
What? Really? Totally worth it.
Yeah.
If I saw David Beckham on the pitch, I'd run and tackle him. Hug him.
Maybe
Like,
a smarter idea would. Okay, no one made a big deal when that dude made the half-court shot in that Heat halftime show, and LeBron tackled him.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's like, "Oh, look how funny that is!" But if you go and hug somebody on the soccer field, you're a psychopath.
Right.
So LeBron James is a psychopath. I mean, he's a freak of nature, but
he is
not a psychopath. That's all we have to say. This red card of the week. Let us know what yours are. And I see some of you when I say tweet us your red card of the week. Some people we get funny responses. Some you go way too serious with it, like an actual red card of the week.
Are you talking about my photo?
No.
Oh,
like
okay.
people actually like sending me like. This happened in a game, and it was like a red card, and I was sending the red card. Which, that's okay. Listen, hey, at least you tried. You tried. Gold star. Yes, this is the end. Again, this is the end of episode 4.
Thank you for watching. Whether you leave a comment or not, we appreciate it.
Yeah,
we are going to keep it going, whether we have 2 views or 200,000 views.
Yes,
so,
every week uploaded either Friday or Saturday. And we record on Thursdays, so I'm sorry if anything is out of date.
Right.
Or if we talk about a preview of something and it happens, we're wrong, and you watch it, you're like, "Wait, this preview's stupid because they're wrong. It already happened." We record on Thursdays. So.
Is anything coming up in the next week?
Bundesliga starts. I think next week Premier League starts
on the 19th.
Yeah,
the 19th.
But no, nothing really major. I don't think. I mean, the championship started.
Oh, did really?
Yeah.
Go.
QPR won a game. QPR.
Oh, really? QPR. All right. Go. Who else
like I said, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. Like I said, we will see you guys next week. I'm Anthony.
I'm the Enthusiasm.
Adios, amigos.